Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Oliver down.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it? Kiss the Blood, BD. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Oh, that's just a coroner's bag.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled. May as well follow the trail. Antonia. Huh, same as the library card.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
It's got to be a code or a cipher.
253. What could that mean? Unlike the other murders, this one is Antonia Maldonado.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Where is this taking us? This is an interesting crime. It takes us all over the place. This crime takes us to this roof, and then it stops inside of this room. Is there something unique about this room? Seems like they were trying to get away.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
I think she tried to get away, is what it's looking like. Looks like this was a real chase down murder that was happening.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
is Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
All units in the vicinity in any Century unit. The 211 is shots fired at 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3 identify.
What the hell is going on here?
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Hold up, Oliver. We need to go get a drink, don't we? Come on. Whew. That sauce was hot, man. Oliver. Come here, buddy. What's up? Come here. Oh, I know you like milk. You don't have to tell me that once. Come here. What's wrong, buddy? W. Sure. I just need to get some water. Or some milk, I mean. Yeah, hot ass fucking carne asada. Jesus. I'm gonna message this guy and tell him I'm in his party. What do you want, Oliver? I think they actually give you 4 tortillas. Which I didn't realize at first.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. What are we waiting for? Did you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Okay, we have an address. charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence. A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
The landlady looks like she means business. We'll be wanting her statement.
Let's go talk to her. We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Come on, Mrs. Lepenti, you must have some idea.
Maybe a movie? Maybe church. She was a very religious girl.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
The window's broken. The room's been tossed. You seem like the type of landlady who notices everything that happens under her roof. What gives?
Don't take that tone of voice with me, young man.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Can you describe the necklace?
An icon of Our Lady of Guadalupe. It's quite beautiful. I let Antonia hang a painting of her there on the wall.
We're hunting a killer, madam. I would have expected a little more cooperation.
I've said it right from the start. We should come down hard on the husband. Let's check his place out.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
Hello.
I've been through 3, fellas. No big deal.
What?
After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But
What
Angel,
is?
he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Wow, congratulations. That's a
Then
pretty
she
good one,
fronts him
bro.
and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Which one was that? Oh, that's a pretty good one as well. You bought them or you found them? Because you said you found them. But... Now that's the one I need to buy. I never was able to purchase it. Yeah, it reminds me of my 2K15.
What are we waiting for?
My 2K15 is so beat up that it literally looks like garbage. Hey, WWE. $2010. What do you think about that one? Have you ever played 2010? How'd you get all the games? I think we should after I solve this murder case. Well, I should be at the end of it soon. It seems to be that this husband killed the wife, is what it seems like, but... Actually, there's a lot of murder cases. I don't think I'm spoiling the game at all, to be honest. I can say one case and you'll be
Phelps, this could
not
turn
even
ugly.
spoiled 'cause
Forget
you
about
won't know.
knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
You know, one thing that's cool is this game is just like Mafia, hand-to-hand combat
I don't.
is in the game. Therefore, it actually makes some of the missions pretty fun to do.
Same fucking.
'Cause sometimes there's hand-to-hand combat.
Damn, they got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
You two are under arrest. One of you for assaulting an officer.
Galloway, badge number
The other for
564.
assaulting an
I need a
officer
prowl
and
car at the apartment building 330 North
potential
Hill
murder.
Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Conspiracy.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I'd kill my own wife?
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Now, what I'm talking about is this guy is involved
Phelps,
in a
I
conspiracy.
don't care
You
if
know
it's
what?
just
I'm
a
not
snack
even going to
in
go
my head.
over it.
You don't call me Finbar.
You gave me reason not to talk about this game now. Because you said that I'm going to spoil it, so. Alright, basically, this murder case is a bunch of women get killed, and they have marking on them from red lipstick. It's called the Red Lipstick Murder. And there's... No, unfortunately it is not. We can't solve that case. At least not in this game. Michaels! Imagine. I'm having this guy drive. Nah, you can drive, buddy.
You're behind the
I
wheel.
want him to drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
We go to the crime scene or the house? We've already been to the house, haven't we? Which one? Rumble Royalty? What game did you pre-order? We're missing something. Not that. We're missing something over here.
I've only seen what's left of her. I can't help you.
I'm gonna go talk to the coroner. Where's the coroner? Gotcha. Oh, you bet. Where's the coroner? There he is. I need to talk to this guy. See what I can get out of him. He acts like he's not done here.
Can we discuss this later?
Is there something I'm missing here? Oh. Wait, I arrested him and I didn't look for any evidence. That makes sense. Am I out of my mind? Must be.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
It's too bad that they don't have like a shotgun in the back of your cop car, like. You know. Where is this guy's apartment? Shut up.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids. LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
No good. There's nobody here.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
No good to me.
This will take some explaining.
Point of interest, a bloody shirt. Well, it seems like. Unless this guy was chopping up some bacon, I don't know what else he could have been doing with a bloody shirt on. That's a pretty nice balcony. But this guy didn't think he would be going away to prison. There's a weapon right there. Baseball bat. I could definitely blame blunt force trauma on that guy. Is there anything else in here that I'm missing? Silk stocking, blood trail, lady's hat, dot pattern. What was it? 2, 5, 3. 253. Personal effects. Items belonging. Torn library card. I would go check out the library, but the charm bracelet is nowhere to be found. Blood on the collar and the sleeve. Let's look around a little bit longer. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, well, that's a smart idea. Alright, oh, let's see. This is, pretty crazy. I wish it would give me some more, like, information here. Or something. Unless there's a way to go to the roof. Why? Why to play modded WWE? Why do you want to do that? This is confusing.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Husband's alibi. He did not come back after he ran out. These floors look very dirty. Husband's alibi. Well, at least we figured out the husband's alibi. Where should we go now?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
And now he sent another.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. You seen the body? Fucking cased his nozzle away at your guts.
Captain is waiting for you downstairs with Tinker.
Heavens!
We gonna go downstairs and see Donnelly or what?
I gotta have it.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Dude, an awful image of calm power, though now is what the outcome when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally. Fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging through boundless.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving over to 45. I want to stop him with one round.
The cop from the newspaper.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
I think you killed her, stripped the body of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
You should get a better hat. The sun is getting to your head. I've told you the truth. You don't believe me? You can go to hell.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
You're lying through your teeth. You killed her and your brother's in on it.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that? Hippolito's my brother. But he would never lie for me about killing Antonia. He knows he'd go to hell for that.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us. Help me out.
Back to Angel's joint, Phelps. I can guarantee we can make him cop to the whole thing.
Mouthpiece sort of strips off me at the grand jury.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going? Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
I'm at a loss.
Search the place. Just one solid piece of evidence and this is done.
Just picked fruit market.
You can drive. Fine. Where are we headed?
Hey! Oliver! Get inside. Oliver.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
So, everybody's telling the same story. Brown Ford Coupe.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
So that's what that was. It wasn't fruit, it was alcohol.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Two, 5, 3. Two.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem! God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps. When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy. Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market. Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Oh my God.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads.
How can we fail? Skip with the Shadow leading the show.
Who the fuck is a Shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices in the place.
Skip!
Is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me.
Pinker will let us know in good time.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about
Fine
on
morning
the radio?
indeed. We
What
keep
another
locking them up, but the
accommodation.
bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
Zero.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop? First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnow. Make it the man. You can't always hit home run. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Zero. Darrell, don't tell me you won on Legend at number 1, because that's not even possible. You know, if there was an achievement for that, it would be like 200 gamer score. Because that's literally the most difficult thing ever. Darrell,